Microphone do you put in your ears for field recording? Well, there's a better way than this. Roll the video. Hi, I'm Max Haze from the band Psyckadeli. Today we are checking out two products that are quite similar for binaural recording. It's the Roland CS-10EM and the Soundman OKM-2 Solo. The Soundman version that I have here is the studio version, but according to the manufacturer, the difference between the OKM-2 Solo Studio and the OKM-2 Solo is the left and right difference. This can be important for the transparency of the recording if you're recording in a good acoustic location like churches, studios, or philharmonical halls. For ambient and field recording, the transparency is not that important, so if that's what you're doing, then you can save your money and get the OKM-2 Solo. The biggest difference from the Roland compared to the Soundman is of course that the Roland is built basically like a couple of in-ear headphones with an added feature of being able to record something. Because of that, you actually have two cables coming out of the Roland. You have the red one that goes into the recording section, and you have the black one that goes into the headphone input. At first, I actually thought this was going to be the big deal breaker for me, that you could use the Roland as reference monitor for what you're recording. The one thing that I found out from using them for a while was that I basically have to have the earplugs in my ears all the time, which is not really that comfortable because I can't hear anything unless I engage the recording function on my recorder. So then I have to take them out when I'm not recording. The Soundman was actually better to just leave in my ears because they wouldn't affect my hearing that much, and I can have them in my ears all the time. If I wanted to record something, I already had them in my ears, and I can just start recording straight away. So I actually ended up liking the Soundman more for that feature. But this is of course personal, and maybe the Roland would work better for somebody else. If we look in the box for the Roland, we'll find the instruction manual. We'll also find a set of different size earplugs, so you can swap them out according to the size of your ear. There are also some windscreens for the CS-10EM, and the Roland also comes with a little pouch for the headphones recorder. Going through the box of the Soundman, it actually comes in a really nice box. It has a CD-ROM with the instructions on it. It actually comes with a little booklet showing whatever product they have. They have some replaceable earpads here. They have two clips if you want to hook it up to something else. And they also have these white things that you can have behind your ears. These are actually quite cool constructed because you can put the cables within these white things yourself. And that actually makes it possible for you to adjust it so you can have the right cable length for your own ears. I really like the wind-up case that you can store the microphones in. They're easy to open up and also load in after you're done recording. They also provide a great protection for the unit, and you can see that the Soundman has walked the extra mile for a great product. The Soundman has a great website that will give you a lot of information about their different models and accessories. I will leave a link to the website in the description below. Coming up is a few recording that I did with these products, and I'm also doing recording with an ORTF setup with two stereo pairs of Oktava MK-012 microphones. The capsules on the Oktava mics are cardioids, but the Roland and the Soundman is omnidirectional. As reference, you will get to hear the Oktava recordings as well. Soundman has an interface called D1 that makes it possible to record from your iPhone or your smartphone. I will try this unit out using both the Roland and the Soundman, doing some guerrilla recordings in a cafe here in town. So let's head out to Outside Max. So now I'm up here in the woods, and we're gonna see if we can find some great places to record some sounds, and we're just gonna get going and see what we can find. I've actually been up here quite a few times to record sounds from the nature, but this is actually the first time that I've been here when everything is covered in snow. It looks really good. So I found a spot here. We're gonna try and make some sound recordings. There's not a lot of sound going on right now because it's winter time, but we'll give it a shot. Well, that did not go as planned. There was no sound in the forest, no birds, nothing. So we're gonna go to a different location and try something new there. So now we're here in a new location. This is out by the road. There's a big freeway going on here. I think we're gonna get some good sound result here. And then after that, we're gonna head into town and do some guerrilla recording in a cafe. So now I want to try out the Roland and the Soundman at the same spot, hoping to get just the same cars as passed by with the ORTF. I hope this gave you some sort of indication of how they sound and how you can use them to record ambient sound when doing field recording. To sum up this video, I'm going to create a little pros and cons list. For the Roland microphone, a big pro could be that you can use these headphones to listen to whatever you're recording. The downside to this is that the microphone is very close to the headphones, so you can end up getting a lot of feedback from this unit. You can control this by lowering the volume on the recorder, but that can actually mean that you have a hard time hearing what you're recording. Also, the sound coming out of the Roland headphone is not that good. Another con is what I mentioned before, that because the headphones seal tight within your ears, you actually have a hard time listening when not engaging the recording. That could mean that you have to take them out of your ears all the time when not recording. Also, having them in a pouch all tangled up can actually mean it will slow you down when you want to put them on. Moving over to the Soundman, the big con is that you can't listen to the recording at the same time. But if you think that these will give you a better recording, it might actually be worth having another couple of headphones just to listen to what you've recorded. You also get more options on how you can use this microphone with the included clip and also the white holders that you could put behind your ear. So there's a lot of different ways to use these compared to the Roland one. One of the big pros that I think is that you can actually have them in your ears all the time. They won't affect your hearing and you can walk into a cafe, just hit that record button and you're up and going. I also really like the case that you store the microphone in. They were really fast to get in and out and they offered a great protection for the microphones when not using it. And that's it. Which one did you like and which one do you use? Let me know in the comment section below and also give me more advice on other microphones to use that are cheap and affordable for ambient recording. These units are not super expensive, so one way is to buy both of them and use them in scenarios where you think they work the best. If you like videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of the future videos. Thanks for watching and remember, use it for good, not for evil.